Good morning, and welcome to Chapel Chat. I'm Pastor Kevin Little, and this is the chapel at Rantoul First United Methodist Church. I'm back from vacation and jumping right back into our weekly chats. Last Sunday, Mark Beach gave a great message about changing the algorithm of our lives, using Scripture to guide us in looking at things a little bit differently. Have you noticed that the world is a much less positive place over the last few years? Even before COVID, it seemed like everything we saw in the news or heard from others, especially on social media, was negative. We've become so divided on so many different things. I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely guilty of falling into this pattern of negativity. Even good things seem to have had a dark cloud over them in my mind for the past few years. It's time to break that pattern. It's time for something different. One of the ways that I've tried to start that process this year is by remembering that Christmas just isn't just December 25th. We have Advent season leading up into Christmas Eve, and then boom, it's Christmas for 12 days. Christmas is a season, but not the season that we normally spend thinking about it. That's just the beginning. Over the years, for whatever reason, society has shifted our focus into December, and then everything ends on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is just the beginning, people. It's the start of something new. It's where change happened in the world, but that change wasn't a one and done. It's a continuing process, and we can celebrate that all year long if we want, not just for the 12 days that it was traditionally observed. Like Mark talked about, we can change the algorithm of how we look at things. We can retrain ourselves to look at the world differently, and it starts right now with something so simple. The miracle of Christmas is a continuing miracle, not one that just ended when it happened. And when we remember that, we have a chance to be happier. Do any of you know people that love Christmas music all year long? They tend to be loony, but they also often have a more positive outlook about things too. This year, try being one of those people. Not a loon, but somebody who appreciates the birth of Christ as something that affects our world every day, not just on December 25th. Try to look at the world in a positive way. To do that, I know I need to look for positive things. Right now, my news feed is filled with political nonsense that doesn't really affect me, COVID-19 numbers that scare me, and Formula One updates during the off-season. And even my Formula One updates are mostly negative because people are still arguing about things that happened during the season that just ended. I have to start looking for things that show me that good is still happening in the world. I'll see this next week as we give food away from our own food pantry on Wednesday the 12th. From 4 to 6 p.m., the congregation of this church will become one of the good stories that we should be looking for, and I personally can't wait. The next step will be to find more ways to be the positive things in our community. What else can we do as a church? What else can we do as individuals? I've got a list I'm working on. And I invite you to start thinking about this as well. Once you've got an idea, come see me and we'll see what we can do about making it happen. Thanks for joining me for another Chapel Chat. I'll see you here again next week. Until then, be the change that you want to see around you. Have a great week.